Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more. Reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is what is this, 384? Um, yeah, it is 3 a.m. I was just getting done finishing some work, and yeah, it finally dropped. Usually these drop earlier, like 1, maybe 2 a.m., but this is 3 a.m. Or I think it dropped a little bit ago, probably like 2:30. I don't know. Whatever. New chapter, baby, and I'm excited. Last chapter we got I moved them actually, but I had Mina and Kirishima. Mina had a fantastic chapter. Was really happy with that. I hope they get to do more. Both Mina and Kirishima. But it ended off with a pretty tantalizing cliffhanger where all of the forces are converging on All for One, and he's getting his ass kicked, which makes you think like we're due for him to finally just like mop everyone. Like they're doing a really good job fighting him, but we got a tease at the end of these helicopters approaching. Now I've been theorizing who could be in these helicopters. I think the obvious one people are thinking is All Might. And I could totally see that. You know, we saw him leaving Sukeuchi at the command center with a briefcase. He could totally be in a helicopter and then, like, with some sort of device, help him fight, something like that, you know? That's the one most people think. I am crazy and think, hey, maybe Koichi is here. But I share my thoughts on Twitter. I think that I mean, I don't think that. I just really want Koichi to come to the main series, just like a cameo, like a fight. I don't really think it'll actually be him, though. I'm just throwing it out there. The other one I was thinking is it could be All for One reinforcements, because he's getting his ass kicked, so maybe some people will come help him. But the lame, not the lame one, but like the least interesting one to me is it could possibly be like news reporters, because a lot of people have been like speculating that the helicopter looks very similar to like other the news reporter helicopters we've seen before, so it could be them. I guess we'll just have to find out right now. So let's just dive on in without further ado. First panel, we get Gigantomachia throwing another giant piece of earth. Rah! A roaring scream. Chapter 384. It's a small world. Huh. Interesting title. Usually when people say it's a small world, like, oh, meeting you here. Oh, that's crazy. A small world, huh? What could that mean? Someone's getting introduced in this chapter. Someone is. Because like that title leads me to believe. It's a small world. I don't think maybe All Might? I don't know. So, first panel, Giganto throwing a piece of rock. This is risky. Did Shinso brainwash him into fighting on our side? Says Tokoyami with the hawks right next to him. And in the distance, you see that's so sick. Like you just see Gigantomachia with Mount Lady's there with a giant like club or something. That's so cool. Hawk says, "Yeah, that's what we bet on. Mount Lady's protecting Machia, but okay." Cutting back to All for One. Oh, but yeah, by the way, predictions. I think that the brainwashing is going to get undone. That's probably All for One's ticket to like. Sorry, burped. I had food recently. That's probably All for One's ticket to getting out of this like situation is getting Gigantomachia to help him. He's getting clapped right here. He's getting hit with rocks, fire, like just like claws, everything. All for One thinks to himself, I was wondering how the Aoyama family managed to deceive me. So this is their answer, a manipulation quirk. Hitoshi Shinzo's brainwashing can be broken by a strong physical attack. Kirishima-kun shouts, is this Hawk shouting Kirishima? Okay. All for One says, that's just like something I would do. Yeah, they always mocked Shinzo in his flashback. Like, that's such a villainous quirk, you know? That's like something I would do. This is All for One. Yeah. Dude, All for One would love like a brainwashing power. That makes things too easy for him, but anyway. If All for One breaks his hold, Machia will once again obey him. Okay, so he fires some sort of wave at Gigantomachia. Did he shout for Kirishima to help protect Shinzo? Is that what it is? And we're cutting to Gigantomachia, like up close, a very detailed shot of him. You look different, but my sense of smell tells me it's you, he says. All for one, my master. I've been waiting for you. Why did you abandon me? What? Is okay, so we're cutting way back. Okay. Why did you abandon me? Is he not is he not gonna be happy with All for One? What? So we're cutting back like a big pan back shot on Gigantomachia. Mountain Lady's tripping and falling, I'm guessing from that attack. And then you see Dark Shadow continuing to just pummel All for One. Dude, Dark Shadow, so strong. So freaking strong, man. And then you see All for One kind of looking shocked by this. I'm kind of shocked too. Then Hawks begins thinking, is Shinso forcing Machia to speak like he did with Aoyama's? But that can't be. He didn't have a chance to brainwash Machia again. So what's going on? So the brainwashing broke free. Okay, so this is just legitimately Gigantomachia talking. Why did you abandon me? He thinks. We're getting a Gigantomachia flashback. Okay. Not the angle I thought we'd be going here, but okay. We're getting a flashback, and you see All for One, who's got a very small head compared to his body. It just like kind of standing there, hands in his pockets, talking to Gigantomachia, my beloved Machia. Unfortunately, I have to go into hiding. But eventually, my successor will come looking for you. Oh, this is when he left him in the forest? Okay. Having to leave your side breaks my heart to pieces. And we get a close-up of Gigantomachia who's crying. Damn. This is the current Gigantomachia, not the past one, because he's got the visor over his head. Whoa. While the body of the successor that found me was different, he still had your voice and your smell. And he's thinking about Shigaraki's body. I could tell it really was you, All for One. He says, "Why? If you told me we would get a lot of dialogue from Gigantomachia in this chapter, I would say you're insane. But here we are. I trusted your words and waited so long," he shouted. "But you abandoned me, master. You never came back." Oh, well, I guess this is because All Might beat him and he got locked up. Yeah, because he, Kirishima on his head, actually. And Kirishima's blocking, for Shinso here. First Midoriya, and now Machia. They're the only two to ever resist my brainwashing. Wait, was he never brainwashed? He was never brainwashed to begin with? No, no, wait. He had to have been brainwashed back when he ordered him to swat the PLF commander and stuff out of the sky. At least then he was brainwashed, but like, I assume here, like, okay, I'm just gonna keep reading. They're the only two to ever resist my brainwashing. Even when I had Machia under my control, he was muttering about being betrayed. Okay, so he was under his control, but even while being controlled, he says he was muttering about being betrayed. So this is on Gigantomachia's mind. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. That's the reason why, continues Shinso. I bet on his anger and gave him plenty of time to dwell on it. I'm just here as a safety measure, he says. And we get a close-up of All for One, who once again faces masked in shadow. Classic. We're getting Shinso, who's starting to shake and sweat here. A lot of people say that I act like a villain. But my quirk has absolutely no control over what goes on in someone's heart. Oh. Dude, whoa. Oh, this panel's good. Holy shit. This is so sick. This has to be the thumbnail. We're getting a lot of like narrow panels. And then what I just read was Shinso on the far right. And then Hawks, it looks like no one wants to read. It looks like no one wants to read a story about a demon lord, he shouts. Oh, snap, you tell him, son. And we got, by the way, on this shot of Gigantomachia, we can see some of the people on him. We know Kirishima and Shinso are on there. I'm looking for Mineta. I think I see Mineta. Yeah, that's got to be a Mineta. Mina better be on there too. She better not have stayed behind. She has to be on there. I want to see Mina do more stuff. She just had a quirk awakening. Like, come on, we need more of her. But this shot's so sick. Gigantomachia on the right, in the middle, Mount Lady holding her giant club spear thing. It looks super sick, swinging it in. And then you have Dark Shadow on the left. Dude, this three titans, like, all hell-bent on beating the shit out of all. Dude, so Gigantomachia fighting for the good guys. This is so weird. I kind of get it, but like it's just like he thinks he abandoned him when like technically he didn't, because he did. Shigaraki was sent to go find him in his stead because All For One couldn't. But maybe he's mad because like All For One himself didn't go. I don't know. Very odd. Because what he has to be mad about, he has to be mad about in the war when he like left him. Because if not, then why was he obeying him then during the war? Unless these seeds of like doubt were already in his mind, and then the fact that he left him on the battlefield was like confirmation of his feelings. But there's a lot to like dissect there, honestly. Anyway, we need to keep attacking until he rewinds into oblivion. Oh my god, dude! Just like, and then he has all these attacks, like Gigantomachia, Ragnarok. You have Anasa. You have just Mount Lady, and anyone else who can fire shots are just pummeling All For One. Man, like it's so weird. Deku, when he damaged himself with the rewind, like it extended the time, like it delayed the rewind. Like rewinding him into nothing, but like All For One taking damage like doesn't work the same way. There's just so much confusion in my mind about this. But I mean, they're pummeling away at him, and clearly it is like he is rewinding. Okay, we're cutting to the helicopters. All right, let's find out what the my guess is it'll probably be the reporters, because I don't really see All Might or someone stepping in right here. All right, we have to make sure we don't get in their way, says one voice. Yeah, that's why I brought our expensive camera. We'll zoom in from afar. Yeah, okay, that is the news crew. To me, this is like the least interesting of all the options, but hey, you know what? It makes sense, you know? The camera dude says, boarding a helicopter in this kind of weather? Did you lose your mind or something? Right back at you, says the girl reporter. Pretty sure this is the same girl reporter we've seen throughout the whole series. This is the one that tried to get into UA back in like season 1 or 2 during the sports festival. This is probably the same one that I think this is the girl. She had one other appearance too. Anyway, yeah, it's we've seen this girl before. No, she might have been a Camino Ward too. I think she was in a Camino Ward in the helicopter. I think that was her. Right back at you, she says. I can't explain why. It's just something I have to do. I'm a reporter through and through, she says with a sweat mark coming down her face. She's worried, for sure. And they're flashing back to them at the studio or something. Hey, take a look at this, says one of them. Boy, that hold on. That boy dressed in rags was a UA student all along, she says. Let me just make sure. Yeah, kept recording good. Does she remember Deku? Did she ever talk to Deku? I don't know. I don't think so. I thought I recognized him, so I looked through my old footage. It turns out I'd met him even before the sports festival. Oh, did she? Are we gonna see what she's referring to? Oh, they're talking about though. Hey, take a look at this. This is the live stream from for like they spelled gentle with a J. That's weird. It's the gentle live stream. Oh, that's a typo. That is such a strange typo. From far panned away from the camera, you see, I think this is the fight between Deku and Shigaraki, and you can see it says GENTLES, gentle, and then you zoom in and it's J. Like that is such a strange typo. And that's not like the translator. That's like the art on the page. Very odd. But that's Gentle's live feed. that the kid was broadcasting from the window. Um, to think that such a timid boy could change so much in just 1 year. Oh wait, did she? She says before the sports festival. I can't remember when she interviewed him. Oh no, it was that scene outside the gates when she kept trying to interview all the students, and then she interviews Ida, and then Ida goes like a long-winded speech. She's like, "Oh crap, he's talking too much." Like I remember that actually. Okay, good callback. Very niche callback, but all the same. And then she looks like she's about to say something or cry or something. She's building up some sort of emotion here. And we got another shot of the computer with the gentle stream with the J. Very, very odd. And now we're getting, whoa! Oh man, maybe this has to be the panel, the thumbnail. Yo, we're getting a shot. We're getting a small little update on Deku versus Shigaraki here. Oh my god, they're face to face, and Deku's grabbed both of Shigaraki's hands, kind of like Endeavor did. It was like, no touch. And he grabbed him. Deku looks very serious and raring to go here. But then you see Shigaraki, dude. This is like a classic. Shigaraki has some of the best panels in the entire series. I mean, that's kind of obvious at this point. But like, this is really bone chilling. He looks like an ecstasy. Like he's just like, I'm gonna murder you. Like he's just like looking like have the greatest time of his life. He does not look like he's in like the ultimate battle fate of the series. I mean, he does, but like he just looks like he's having a blast, like having the time of his life. It's just like awesome. That's a great. I might have to use that one. But it doesn't really fit the chapter, so we'll see where this goes. The reporter continues, seems we're not the only ones who felt like they had to do something. Oh, yeah, oh, that's right, there's 2 helicopters. Who's in the other one? A helicopter and these winds, are they insane? Oh, okay, that's another reporter. All right, I got my hopes up there for a little bit, but I'm sorry for dragging you along with me, says reporter girl. I don't know who she is. I made this choice of my own free will, and that this cameraman's like a half bird dude. Okay, why not? Bird cameraman. He's got a bird's eye view. I'm so sorry. Oh, okay, they actually show who it is. Thank you, Horikoshi. This is the girl who had the weird, like, we just saw her in this last season, I think. When Endeavor and the other heroes are like trying to explain like, oh, about Dobby, about like the state of the heroes post the war and stuff. The girl with like the weird sausage, like tipped, like pointy fingers. I don't know what her quirk is. It's a very strange like design aesthetic for her, but this is her. This goes beyond journalism. I need to undo the damage I caused. Oh, it's not professionalism. It's not professional. It's personal. She feels bad about like what she said. Okay. All right. I see you, Horikoshi. That's cute. Bird camera guy who I don't recognize continues. It's not as though we're on the clock. This time we owe it to ourselves. It's the same for them, she says. And we see her fingers as she's holding this phone. She's also watching the live stream. Cool. Dude, I bet you a lot of people are watching this live stream. That's so sick. Izuku Midoriya isn't alone on the battlefield. Even though they saw their comrades give up and walk away, some of them have chosen to stand and fight because they're heroes. And we get a shot of that's a great dual shot. On the right, you have all the heroes who quit. You have this the samurai hero. What's his name? I can't remember the samurai hero. The one who retired. You have the famous guy who Uraraka saw, where he's like, "Fuck this shit. I need a new job." And then you see Death Arms, which is like the saddest one to me, because Death Arms was like the first hero you ever see in the series. So that's on the right side. On the left, you see Fat Gum, Mirko, Kamui Woods, Gang Orca, just all these heroes who like stayed. Present Mike, Rocklock, who else we got here? Endeavor. It's kind of a grainy panel, so it's kind of hard to see. But just all the heroes that stayed, who are all fighting. Some of them have chosen to stand and fight because they're heroes. This is a long chapter. I mean, it feels long. A lot of words. Sorry for this. It's only 20 minutes. We're fine. It's been reported in many countries that Japan has been defeated, but there are still people here who haven't given up. Wow, it's been reported other. Oh, more like intercontinental stuff or global stuff, I should say. Um, we're here to tell that story, and that's what we'll do. Okay, so that I mean, to be fair, there's already a kid live streaming this, so they know that they're not defeated. But I guess it's good. That's only one battlefield. That's Deku versus Shigaraki. It's good to have this giant dude. Imagine watching this on the news. You see giant kaiju creatures pummeling this shit out of like one dude. Like, you gotta think to yourself, like, A, that's fucking sweet if you're watching that on TV, and B, that guy who they're pummeling must be some serious shit if all of them have to focus on him. What like TV that would be. Holy crap. And they're even showing the panel the like the pan back shot of this giant battle that's happening here. Regardless of whether we win or lose. Are they fighting next to an ocean? I wondered if the helicopters were flying over water. I guess this is really close to the beach. Regardless of whether we win or lose, and then it shows the UA building in flames, but it's still flying. We get a shot of the water with some leaves floating over it. Every day, the world seems smaller and more connected. So let's record what happens next. Gentle's heroic and chivalrous channel. Viewers 7,600. Oh, it's rising. The number's bumping up. It started at 7,000 and he's like it's ticking up. 20,000. Dude, you know this shit's gonna reach like 1 million in like within 5 minutes. It's just gonna like be shared and like, you know how it works. World News picks it up and stuff. And show it to this small world. Hey, there you go. It's a small world. And show it to the small world. Okay, so that's the angle they're going for. Oh, we're all connected. Like, it's a small world. Everyone. Ah, cool. Where's Japan? Says one kid watching a TV. Isn't that All Might's country? Oh, yo, these are like literally different countries watching this. That's so cool. Oh my god. Okay, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we're getting it. This is the final panel. It's a double page. We're getting like it's like we're rushing across the ocean, like a really cool shot with like the leaves and stuff, and we're seeing images from like across the world. We're seeing the Egyptian guy who was like flat or whatever. Whoa. Wait. No, wait. Oh my god. Okay, I got chills. I think Horikoshi. Okay, okay. I think Horikoshi just confirmed. Not confirmed, but like he basically just put a stamp on it, saying that the movies are canon. He, this madman. There's a lot of there's a lot to talk about here. I'm gonna just gather my thoughts here. I'm sorry for being rampant. All right. Why I say that is you see Rhodey's, you know, the Rhodey from the new movie. You see his siblings here. And I think you can't see Rhodey himself, but this must be him that's like on the phone next to them. And these are all just like a bunch of small boxes, like pictures and stuff. You see Melissa. That has to be Melissa. She's got her round glasses and the long blonde hair, right there. And then you see the two kids, Mahiro. I can't remember the two kids' name from the second movie, Heroes Rising. They're watching the screen. You see Death Arms looking at the news. Dude, okay. All right. That's crazy. Like, I don't know if these characters ever made manga appearances. I don't think they have. So this, like, the whole debate about whether the movies are canon or not, they're pretty much like, I mean, that debate was kind of already thrown out the window, kind of, with Star and Stripe. Because we know that she was the little girl that was saved during the flashback in the first movie. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant after I'm done analyzing this page. There's some stuff that bothers me about that. We'll get to that. We see, all right, who else do we see here? We see the electric dude from America. He's at the Big Ben Tower in London. What's he doing there? That's odd. We see, I think those are the villagers on the island that they helped during the second movie. Uh, I'm not sure what the bottom picture are. Like, there's some of these that don't really make sense. There's like one with someone with a cat. There's other people at the beach. Uh, is there Koichi in any of these? But there's one. Wait, there's something that is interesting here, and I'm saving this for last on purpose. 3/4 a page is all that stuff I mentioned, like the different movie references and just random other civilians that I'm pretty sure they probably interacted with. There's Death Arms too. He's watching the news. But the bottom right, we get the president and we get Akbar. This is big. And they get two of the bigger pictures, by the way. I I swear I think that the reason they keep alluding to the US and to Akbar, the president, their argument they had. Remember the weather girl, she publicly said like to all the people like I adamantly oppose the government's opposition, like their decision to not send help and reinforcements. Akbar was actively trying to tell them we need to like attack, like help them out. Um, my dream scenario. Okay, bear with me. For the 5 of you who are left, I'm gonna ramble about this again. I think it'd be so sick. Koichi shows up, but before it reveals that it's him, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, someone from America is coming to help," and then it says like, "Well, they revoked his hero license because they're not allowed to send any heroes. So technically, he's not a hero." And then he says, I guess you could say, pans to Koichi, in comes a vigilante. Boom! And then Koichi comes in and bops some heads and is amazing. But the fact they're showing Akbar and the president, by the way, is at his desk and he's like monitoring this. There has to be a reason they keep panning back to the president, to the state of the United States. They did it a few times. They showed that there's like riots in the streets and stuff. Akbar wanted to send, dude. Ah, oh, man. Oh, please. Koichi, please. Horikoshi. That's all I want left. You gave me Mina last chapter. Give me Horikoshi. Give me Koichi. Maybe that's why they're panning over this ocean right here. Maybe he's going to be flying in with Captain Celebrity. Dude, if Koichi saw his nation in trouble, he'd want to go help. That's just my opinion. Anyway, okay, so that about does it for this chapter. I do want to talk briefly about the ramifications of the movies supposedly being canon, I guess, because they're having some references here. So yeah, in the anime, we're going to be seeing small little glimpses. I wonder if they'll show all of like Maharo and Melissa and stuff, or like Rhodey, or they'll just kind of show how they have it here and be ambiguous. I'd be fine with either one. So here's my stance on this. By the way, for all intents and purposes, my reaction to the chapter's over. I'm just gonna go on a little few minute discussion here. My stance on this is I have no problem with the movies being canon because generally speaking, like there's nothing really that happens in them that leaves huge ramifications. Like the first movie, they fight a villain, Wolfram and stuff. It's a good excuse to have Deku fight alongside All Might while he can still fight. I thought it was really cool. Melissa's cool. I have no problem with them being canon. By the way, they provided Deku with the arms braces. They never specifically mentioned them, but that's where they're getting them from. I have no problem with the newest movie being canon because, like, again, nothing really big ramifications. The second movie, which is my favorite of the three movies, let me start with that. I just really hate how they handle One for All on that, where it's like, oh man, we can't win Bakugo. Deku and Bakugo are like getting wrecked by the villain. Oh, we can't win, but maybe if we do this stupid, crazy thing where I briefly share One for All with you and then we just both go ham. Like, I get it. It's cool, but it's so dumb. I hate that you could just lend out One for All as a temporary, like, boost in power to win a fight. And then, like, the biggest sin of it, though, is, like, right after it's all done, you get One for All just by itself going back to Deku. Like, isn't the whole thing they're supposed to obey the will of the owner of One for All? But they just basically said, nah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to you because that's what you want. That's what we want. Logic be damned. But and then Bakugo has amnesia. Like that is like the laziest thing. I hate that. Like if you're not willing to go all the way with it, don't do it. And now that is canon. I guess that would explain why Bakugo saw the vestige of All Might right before he died. That's kind of cool, I guess. I guess that kind of makes more sense now. But I don't know. That whole thing is still very salty to me. And I love the movie. Again, my favorite of the movies. I think it's a fantastic movie. I just, that small little detail of sharing One for All. Because you don't ever see Bakugo's vestige sitting in a chair like All Might's. Like all ghosty and stuff. I don't know. Seems like a cop-out. But anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed my chapter reaction and my little rant for those of you who are left. Really good chapter. I think this sets up... This is a nice little help boost and possibility for Koichi if they're referencing the world watching and like they're even showcasing the Akbar who wanted to send help and the president who didn't. Like, come on, we're so close. You can, and they're showing the ocean. Like, we're panning out to the ocean. Now show two figures, hell, even one figure flying back. Although, I think if we do get Koichi, I don't think he'll come into this battlefield with All for One and stuff. I think it'd be more likely like at the location with Sero, or maybe even a couple chapters where like Naruhata's in trouble and it just shows him going in there to help fight like a Nomu or a crazy villain or something like that, you know? Just a fun cameo. I'm not asking for Koichi to throw punches at All for One or Shigaraki or something. That's ridiculous. I just want him to kind of pop in and help at one of the locations. That's sort of my thing and be all cool. Maybe get a Knuckle Duster and Pop cameo. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for more. Until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle. Hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.